The University Apartments building is a residential building for Rutgers.
The Rutgers University Apartments building is similar to another upperclassmen residence hall at Rutgers known as Rockoff Hall, which was built in the early 2000s.
At the University Apartments, the architectural idea there was to create for the students the kind of environment that they would be living in post-graduation.
It's really a little bit different approach than a typical dormitory. We're building apartments. We're designing apartment buildings. It's independent living.
It is apartment-style living for upperclassmen so that they can stay in on-campus housing but move into an apartment-style setting.
Having an apartment that has a common area, a kitchen, a living room, and private bedrooms, those were all the architectural considerations that led that to be a very contemporary apartment building that would rival, in terms of its amenities and architectural expression, rival any contemporary apartment building that's being done in any major American city today.
It has restaurants and some retail on the ground floor, and it has perhaps its most impressive feature, what is known as the yard, which is a courtyard that is beautifully designed in front of the building, which features a large television screen that is going to provide a communal atmosphere for the Rutgers community.
What the campus apartments did was give us an opportunity to be an anchor at the end of that street, to put retail uses on the ground floor that will engage students, but reinforce that notion of College Avenue as the pedestrian spine. And hopefully what you're also doing in a global sense, creating 500 new beds of housing in Honors College, creating 500 new beds of housing in campus apartments, you're enhancing the residential character of the campus.
It occupies a very kind of prominent location on the university's campus.
At the corner of Hamilton and Union and College Avenue is really an edge of the campus. It's technically off campus, but it's adjacent to the most historic part of the campus. And so to be able to do a building that defined that corner, that welcomed the public as well as the student population, those were the universal kind of planning characteristics that united all three. All three are in very key places on the campus.
And so how do we do that and still maintain the kind of sustainability direction that we want to do? Things like shower heads and appliances and all those pieces fit into that.
The University Apartments project is going above and beyond what typically you see in a LEED project. The most notable LEED credits that we're pursuing on the University Apartments projects would have to be the energy efficiency credits. We're showing a 31% energy savings for the building, which ends up calculating to about a 19% cost savings in terms of energy efficiency. We're showing up to 40% water use reduction over a baseline code compliant building, and that's primarily a result of the substantial reduction in shower water use. We've been able to use a very water efficient shower fixture within these residential units that first will not really impact the user, but it also just has been devised in a way that it's very sustainable and uses a lot less water. When you're walking into the building, the pretty immediate effects you're going to see are the water efficient fixtures, the sensored faucets. Your lighting is going to be very efficient, LEDs, compact fluorescents, and there's a lot of controllability there, so you can determine how much light or how little light you're going to have depending on what space you are. There's a large flexibility of that in these projects. And within the residential units, having a natural ventilation is going to reduce the amount of air that's being pumped into the room, but you're also going to see a lot more benefit from opening the windows and really encouraging that outdoor air to come right directly into your dorm or your apartment. It's been good to see that more and more universities are pushing that sustainable design.